Happy New Year and welcome to Open Heart Spiritual Center. Thank you for joining us on this first Sunday in 2022. Please join me as I turn within to prayer. Oh, sweet Spirit, Goddess divine, great Christ consciousness within, our hearts are full of joy as we enter this new year. Grateful for this place, Open Heart Spiritual Center, a sacred, love-filled, joy-filled, spirit-filled place with people of grace and love and joy. And we are so glad to meet again in this sacred space. Thank you for bringing us all safely through this pandemic, a second year, and that while we have been apart physically, our hearts have been connected through this Heartstream, through our affirmative prayer call in the morning, and through our love for one another. We are blessing this service. We know that it is blessed. We know that it is full of God. For we are the place where God shows up, and as we all gather, God is in the midst, and we are one with God and all that God is: love, joy, life, prosperity, fullness, hope, power, beauty. Ow! That's us, that's you, that's me, that's we, and we are one. So this service is inspiring, it's motivating, it's healing. We are being taught, healed, and held together. Let me end this prayer just expressing what I know is on the hearts of everyone. We are so grateful for our spiritual director, the one and only John Gilmore. And it is my prayer, and I hope you'll join in sending this energy to John as he steps into 2022 and steps into another, getting ready to go around the sun again. Sending this great man health, wholeness, financial prosperity, blessings in all his relationships. And you know that what we give out comes back to us. So we are all ready to receive those good things. Let this service begin filled with joy, love, and life. And so it is. Blessings.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be.
What comes from the heart reaches the heart. Good morning and welcome to our Heartstream Live for this first Sunday in the year 2022. It sometimes seems like we might not get here with all of the things that have been happening in our world. As we know, we are headed into another year of this pandemic, unfortunately. But we are going to continue to remain encouraged, to be strong, to be bold, and continue to do all of the things that we as a spiritual community know how to do, the ways in which we know how to be. Also want to recognize that this is our 20th year of Open Heart. Yes, we began in January of 2002, and here we are 20 years later, still going strong. Thank you for all of you who support us. Thank you for those of you who responded to the call last month to make a year-end donation in honor of our 20th year anniversary, and you're still welcome to do so. I just really appreciate all that you do to help this spiritual community in the ways in which we express ourselves to continue forward. I urge you again to remain safe. I urge you again to do all that you can through this time. We know the numbers for COVID are going up again, and while it seems like it's a milder strain for people, it's still making people feel sick and miserable. I can relate to that personally, but I'm here. I'm glad to be here, standing here before you this morning. And as always, I greet you. I bless you. I see God in you. Our purpose statement. Our purpose is to create a spiritual community which recognizes that there is one presence and one power in the universe, God. Daily, we actively practice this spiritual truth. We open our heart space to each person to acknowledge one another as expressions of God. It is in each other that we see God.
Our theme for the month of January, New Beginnings. I celebrate new beginnings as I awaken to my true essence, which is God within me. I realize the power that is being expressed as me right here and right now. And so it is.
Good morning, Open Heart. I'm here with today's affirmative reading, and it's taken from the Unity's Daily Word, and the title is New Year. The affirmation is, I joyfully create the year anew. I greet this day feeling grateful as I begin another year. It is stretched out before me like a blank canvas, inviting unique designs and bright colors. I use my zeal and imagination to dream big dreams and make bold plans. I release the past, taking from it precious memories and invaluable experience. Even the experiences that were not especially happy have helped me bring to me where I am today. I feel confident and self-assured, knowing that I go forth into the new year with God expressing as my creativity, my audacity, my kindness, and my compassion. My receptive, eager attitude for the coming year opens my heart to all the joy I am about to create. I smile, and I let the wonder in. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Thank you.
Good morning. These are your announcements. Happy New Year. Well, we've made it to the year 2022, and we are grateful and thankful to be here. I know that for many of us, 2021 was a difficult year. It was a year of uncertainty and so many things that happened during the year. And we're just going to just hold the space and be optimistic about what 2022 holds in store for us. This is a new year, and it's an opportunity to bring all of the energy and the excitement and the expectations and the hope and intention and everything else for this to be our best year yet. Again, Happy New Year. Congratulations to our own Damian Pearson, part of the duo that is Mississippi Sounds, for their new album, Welcome to the Land, being named one of the top 10 blues albums of 2021 by Blues Music Magazine. Congratulations. You can order it from their website, MississippiSounds.com. At Open Heart, we believe in the power of affirmative prayer, and we remember each and every person and family on this list. And we turn away from conditions and see the truth, recognize God within, recognize that already in the mind of God, health, healing, wholeness, well-being, whatever it might be, is already done and is unfolding in the life of each and every person here. We continue to remember them and remember each and every one of you. I'm always grateful to those who provide an affirmative reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And this is your opportunity to submit a video to Jay Gilmore at Openheartspiritual.org. Our daily affirmative prayer call takes place each and every morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. Dial in as one of our prayer team members shares an inspirational reading and then prays for you, all in about 7 minutes. It's time for conscious giving. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am richly blessed, creating a greater and greater flow. 3 ways to give: our Cash App, hashtag OHSC901, online at OHSC901.com, or by texting the word GIVE to 615-422-4292.
$525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments of dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to the land, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
Truths that she learned, or in times that he cried, in bridges he burned, or the way that she died. It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends.
I welcome you to the centering moment. Let us just take a few moments with gratitude to reflect on what has gone before and to open our hearts, our mind, our souls, and spirit to the message coming from the divine through the divine messenger. We are blessed, so very blessed, and we are grateful for this opportunity to hear from the divine. Let us take a moment to breathe in and out. Speak, O divine, for we are ready to hear.
Well, here we are at the beginning of a brand new year, 2022. And I know that for in a lot of ways, it seemed like we weren't going to make it here. I mean, I knew we would make it. I felt like we would make it. I know that. But it just seemed like there's so many things that we've dealt with in the last 2 years. I know we started out at the cusp of 2020. And we were at the beginning of the year looking forward to a great year. And things happened. We had no idea we'd be in the pandemic in the way that we were. And we thought that, well, yes, by 2021, we'll start a new year and things will be different. And then it didn't quite work out the way that we thought it would happen. And here we are now, 2022, being hopeful, being open and available to what it is that happens for us this year. We understand that we have the tools and all that are needed. And I think about the fact that when we come to the beginning of a new year, that oftentimes people do things like set New Year's resolutions. Some people say, I don't believe in resolutions, so they don't do it. Or they say, after a couple of weeks or even a couple of days, resolutions have gone out the window. There are other people who say, well, I do affirmations rather than resolutions, or I set intentions, or I make a bucket list. But whatever it is, the new year presents an energy that we can use that makes things happen for us, that moves us in the directions in which we wish to be in terms of our health, our wealth, our well-being, our relationships, our divine connection, whatever it might be. This is a chance, this is an opportunity for you and I to realize some of the things that we'd like to experience in this brand new year. We don't know what the year will hold for us. We don't know what will happen again. But the thing of it is that there are some constants. There are some things that we have that can allow us and to make things possible for us to move through the year, no matter what comes up. Because it's about our consciousness. It's about our awareness and recognizing that while intentions and resolutions and affirmations and bucket lists are good, it's not the whole story. There are some things that are deeper and more profound that we can do in this year that make things happen for us, that make things possible. Some of you that have been a part of Open Heart for a while, that have gone, because I know again, we would have a New Year's Eve celebration and we would get together and we would do some things during the New Year's Eve celebration, and then we'd have a party at the end, and couldn't do that again this year. However, one of the things that we've done in recent years is an act as if party. An act as if party. And act as if party, while for some people it might have seemed a little bit strange, is ultimately reflects spiritual principles. It's about our taking into consideration what it is that we wish to be, what it is that we wish to experience, what kind of person. Let's say we take our New Year's resolutions or our affirmations or our bucket list, and there's something on there. I want to be a writer. I want to write this year. I want to be able to do that. So the question to ask yourself is, well, if I were already a writer, what kinds of things would I do as a writer? And those things that you do, and people will jump ahead to, I want to have a book. I want to be on a book tour. I'd like to see my book go to #1 and all of that. But before we do any of those things, you've got to write, right? you've got to write. And so you begin asking yourself, what is it that a writer would do? How is it that I would approach life if I were already a writer? The realization that I already am, because you already are. But realizing that, and when we would do the Act as If party, people would have a conversation and begin putting themselves in the mindset of a writer or a mindset of whatever it was that they wish to do. And it's a part of it. It's about being congruent, that letting our actions and our thoughts and our conversations all be in alignment with one another. And when we do so, things begin to happen. And the thing that is important to understand, that it's not the big things that make the happen for us, but it's the everyday small things that we do that help to bring about the transformation. It's the little things you do every day that's going to be a writer. If I just take the time and write just a page or two a day, I am in the process then of making things happen. And by the end of the week and the end of the month, I have achieved some writings. I've gotten a body of work that has starting to that's starting to form and starting to come into existence. If it's I want to have an improved relationship with my significant other, then it's the little things that I do on a daily basis that make the difference. But it's about having systems in place that keep us on the path, that make things happen for us. And it's also about using the tools that we have, spiritual mind treatment, because again, spiritual mind treatment is about setting an intention in our minds, treating our minds and treating our awareness and our consciousness to make things happen. But it's about those little things that bring us to the sense and the awareness of new beginnings. It's about making those kinds of things happen in our lives. It's about opening ourselves and being available to the transforming power of God, the transforming power of spirit that makes a change. We are a part of this and a part of this awareness and this understanding because something has happened in us. Something has changed in us and sparked an awareness in us that resonates with all of the teachings and all of the awareness, the understanding that making things happen in your life and my life are all about getting sure and getting clear on our connection with God. Knowing that. I know Ricky Byers has a song that says, I used to think that I needed somebody, but all that I needed was my connection with God. That's the first place. That's where it begins. And as we cultivate that connection with God, starting the day with the awareness of God, using gratitude, using meditation, being still, focusing on our breath, understanding our awareness, that's the beginning. And as we do so, doors begin to open. People come into our lives who have resources and wisdom and other things for us. They become a part of the process, part of the journey. We become even more aware of things that are happening for us. We see and we recognize these new beginnings that are a part of who we are. Won't you join me in this brand new year 2022 to see this as a year full of promise, full of potential, full of possibility, full of opportunity, by finding something that you want to do, something that you want to see just transform and to become enhanced and to go deeper in your life and begin the process of doing that which you need to do, acting as if it's already done because it's already done in the mind of God. And as you do so, watch it unfold. And so it is.
There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, another day. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it all go. Are you listening? You got to let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I am free in the Spirit. Do you want to be free?